Now, normally Google announces its next affordable A-series Pixel at Google I/O. But this year, Google's changing things up a little bit because it wanted to give its next entry a little bit of time to shine before its big dev conference kicks off next week. And after checking it out, I can kind of see why. Because with the new Pixel AA, it combines everything you like about the regular Pixel, but with a price tag of just $499. So let's see what's going on.
Now, right up front, we're looking at a very familiar design, because just like the standard Pixel 8, the AA packs a Tensor G3 chip and a 120Hz OLED actual screen, which is up from the 90Hz panel on last year's 7A. The difference is that this display is a touch smaller than the P8s at 6.1 inches across instead of 6.2. I brought along a regular Pixel 8 just for comparison, and right away you can see that the AA has noticeably thicker bezels. But aside from that, they're almost exactly the same size. Google says the material covering the display should be pretty durable as it's made out of Gorilla Glass, but the company isn't saying exactly what kind of Gorilla Glass, whether it's Gorilla Glass 6, Victus, or something else. Meanwhile, in back, the phone is made from recycled plastic and has a matte finish that Google says is supposed to mimic the texture of cashmere. Now, I'm not sure about all that, but it does feel nice. The Pixel AA is still water resistant, though its IP67 rating is slightly worse than the IP68 certification you get on the regular Pixel 8. And its battery is a bit smaller too, at 4,492 mAh. That said, Google says that thanks to some power efficiency improvements, the new model should deliver better longevity than the previous model. On the flip side, there are a few new features for 2024. The big one is that alongside the base model, which has 128 gigs of storage, Google is offering a 256 gig variant as well, which is the first for any A-series Pixel. Also, following the footsteps of last year's flagship, the Pixel AA is getting 7 years of software and security updates, which is a big jump up from the 3 years of Android patches and 5 years of security updates we got on the 7A. Finally, the Pixel AA is getting a partially refreshed selection of colors, including Bay, Porcelain, and Obsidian, which by the way is the only version that will get 256 gigs of storage, and a brand new Aloe hue, which is similar to the mint version of the Pixel 8 we got earlier this year, but even brighter and more saturated. And I gotta say, even though I've only played around with it for a short while, it's definitely the best looking one of the bunch. Notably, one thing that hasn't changed is the Pixel 8a's photography, as it uses the same 64 megapixel and 13 megapixel sensors for its main and ultra-wide cameras. However, as the Pixel 7a offered the best image quality of pretty much any phone in this price range, it's hard to get too mad about that. And because this thing is powered by a Tensor G3 chip, you get support for pretty much all of the AI features Google introduced on the regular Pixel 8 last fall, including stuff like Best Take, Audio Magic Eraser, Circle to Search, Live Translate, and more. And even though Google recently gave everyone access to Magic Editor inside Google Photos, it's important to remember, free users are limited to 10 saves per month, whereas there's no cap for people with the Pixel 8 and now the Pixel 8a. That said, there are a few things available on the flagship Pixels you won't get on this more affordable version. The biggest omission is a lack of pro camera controls, which means anyone who likes to be able to set things like shutter speed, ISO, and white balance will probably want to go with the Pixel 8 Pro. Google also hasn't upgraded its wireless charging speeds, which means you're limited to just 7.5 watts instead of up to 18 watts like on the premium versions. And finally, because there are only 2 cameras in back, you obviously don't get a dedicated zoom lens like you do on the Pixel 8 Pro. But to me, that's not a bad trade-off to get a phone that delivers 90, maybe 95% of what you get from Google's top-tier phones for just $499, which is $200 less than the Pixel 8's regular starting price. And for anyone who likes what the Pixel 8 can do, but doesn't care as much about AI, the Pixel 7a will still be on sale at its reduced price of $349. Though if you want one of those, you might want to scoop one up soon because there's no telling how long supplies will last.
So, while there aren't any major surprises with the Pixel AA, it does offer really good value for money. And just like its predecessor, it's already shaping up to be the mid-range Android phone to beat. Pre-orders go live today, and official sales begin next week on May 14th. But that's it for today from Engadget. For more news, reviews, and hands-ons, don't forget to subscribe and comment down with your thoughts on what you think about Google's latest affordable Pixel.